Yeah, you won't pick up those. Okay. So there's something I'm missing. For this to progress. Could try the library then.
It's a book holder. Seems like a long time since it's been used.
Okay. So there's nothing here, is there? I'll put that in my first row. Of matches. Right. Yeah, if I knew.
They don't get along.
Okay. Put those together.
I can't get them to fit.
Okay.
Those don't work together. There is no cause for that.
I mean, there is, but right.
I can't get them to fit. They don't get along.
Right, okay.
A rather beautifully made globe of the world.
There's nothing in here, so I don't know what I'm meant to be doing. Because there's not going to be anything around here, is there? To look at.
I copied the contents into my notebook.
Yeah, okay, so this is the chopping up sticks. Yeah, so we got those 3 before. But otherwise it's rather unnecessary. So, downstairs, we've just been in here. There's nothing, I don't think there's anything new in here.
Wargrave on justice. I can only imagine the egotism that lurks within those pages.
Can I use that on the book?
That doesn't make sense.
It does, because he was talking about the fact he saw that they had it. Whatever. The cinema is locked. So what am I meant to do? The cinema's locked, those areas are locked. Unless I meant to look at the door that we saw Roger's lock here. And dust it for fingerprints, maybe.
I see nothing remarkable. That doesn't make sense.
It makes perfect sense. Although I don't know which one would be his, maybe. Right. We can't go in any of these, we've been in the rooms. We can just check, but I don't think there's anything else in these rooms.
It's a marble sculpture of an elephant. I don't think that's appropriate. That isn't such a good idea. This is neither the time nor the place.
Ah, well. Sad place. To be fair, I do think it would zoom in if I could actually interact with them. So, none of these are relevant.
It's locked fast.
But this is somewhere this is a line to stop in, for a screen to stop in. For whatever reason.
I guess Owen made sure no clocks in the house are working. This one is stopped.
I mean, I'd like a little kind of...
No, Philip, you cannot come in.
My intentions are strictly honorable. I'm here to protect you.
I wouldn't believe him, or it might be a good idea for him to stay. Is this like I'm deciding what happens, and if I get it wrong, people die? Thing is, I do know what the book is, how the book goes, but I'm not sure how accurate this is to the book, because like in Murder of the Orient Express, I think they changed the story. I'd have him stay, I think. I'd suggest it.
It might be a good idea for him to stay.
Patrick? Are you here to protect me as well?
If necessary.
Oh, that's very gallant of you. If true.
I only have your best interests at heart.
I too.
Gentlemen, I appreciate your concern, but I will be quite all right. I intend to put furniture in front of all my doors. We all need sleep, I think. Please excuse me.
A piece of advice, Narracott. You may get the killer, but I intend to get the girl.
And if she's the killer?
Well, that will make for some rather interesting evenings at home, won't it?
I think it's time for me to get some sleep. I can barely keep my eyes open.
Oh no, Philip was the next victim of the killer. Who saw that coming? That was strange.
A bit late this morning. I slept the clock round.
A sign of a clear conscience, Doctor? Or just a nightcap or two?
Uncalled for, Judge. Totally uncalled for.
No smell of coffee. The stove in the kitchen is cold.
Where's breakfast?
We were just wondering the same thing.
Miss Brent isn't in her room.
Has anyone else noticed the dining room is locked up tight?
Rogers did that, so no more Sailor Boy figurines could be broken.
He seems to have got the cart before the horse, if you ask me.
Kitchen door to the outside is locked as well.
Perhaps he's chopping firewood for the stove.
I confess I don't like it. Both Rogers and Miss Brent missing? Mr. Narracott, would you mind having a look around outside?
Certainly.
You don't mind if I tag along, I'm sure.
Good morning, Mr. Narracott. I'm afraid the sea is as high as ever. I doubt we'll see a boat from the mainland today.
Have you been wandering about the island alone, Miss Brent? Don't you realize that is an exceedingly foolish thing to do?
I'm in no danger when I'm alone, Mr. Blore.
I mean, well, technically yes, but if you're alone, someone can sneak up on you.
She doesn't get it at all. I'm sticking to you, Narracott. Let's find Rogers.
Actually, the ideal number of people to have in a group is 3. Because then, even if one of them's the murderer... Do you know? No, we go straight on. Even if one of them's the murderer... Oh dear.
Rogers? Blimey, either he's a good 5 feet taller or...
Cut clean in half.
dead, of course.
Yes, we don't need Dr. Armstrong to tell us that.
or to fix the cause of death. Axe looks cleaned off. A tidy chap like Rogers would have approved. Dining room key, I expect. He was holding it.
Rogers is now in his bedroom.
Look!
Oh dear.
Chapter 5. 6 little sailor boys playing with a hive. A bumblebee stung one, and then there were 5.
My compliments to Miss Claythorne and Mr. Blore for breakfast.
We have to eat to keep our strength up.
I'm a domestic sort of man. I don't mind.
Since it is now certain the killer is following the rhyme over the fireplace in the front parlor, our course is clear. Miss Brent, you have an allergy to bee stings. The next little sailor boy is meant to lose his life in the same way. We will do our utmost to protect you.
I have something I'd like to say, since Mr. Owen is undoubtedly here in this room keeping his strength up. The others may have done what your recording claimed, but I am not guilty of anything. Beatrice Taylor died of her own sins, not by my hand. I feel certain you now see you were in error when you invited me here to face your judgment.
That's a nervy speech if you ask me. I was just doing my job.
Miss Brent, you cannot assume Owen is behaving rationally in any way. If you'd seen what he did to Rogers...
Doctor, I will thank you to keep your opinions to yourself. Coming from the bottom of a bottle as they do, they are worse than useless.
I agree.
Dare you?
I agree,
I'm
Vera.
sure Mr. Owen and I understand one another. I'm going to collect my knitting. I'll be on the front patio if anyone needs me.
I can't see anyone needing that woman. Ever.
If you'll excuse me, I'll just go up to my room and fresh... That is to say...
I must say, Mr. Narracott, I'm disappointed. 4 dead now. My confidence in you seems to have been misplaced. I may have to take more direct action.
There's been a murder. Surely I should use this time to thoroughly search for clues.
Okay. I mean, I'm not entirely sure what we would do.
No
Right.
need to call unnecessary attention to my snooping.
No, but it's rope. Rope is good. Okay, you don't want to take the rope, all right? No. I want to go this way, don't I? No, I don't want to go this way. I do want to go this way. Cut through the house.
Can't be much fun playing alone.
The doctor seems uninterested in snooker at the moment. Besides, I find the game relaxes me. I can think more clearly.
Sorry you think I let you down.
I'm sorry you think I let you down.
Not at all, my boy. My criticism was for Mr. Owen's benefit. I see no reason to put all of my eggs in one basket, then show the contents of that basket to him. I'm working along several lines at the moment.
I could give you a
I'll
game.
give you a game.
I'd rather continue on my own if you don't mind. Besides, you have more important things to do, I'm sure, than knock a few balls into holes.
Any suggestions?
Do you have any suggestions for me?
It's the first decent weather we've had since yesterday morning. I'd take advantage of that to signal the mainland or try and escape the island.
Good day to you, Judge.
Yes. Okay. So in that case, I want a bit more thread.
I shouldn't do that. I need to have my wits about me.
Could I actually? No, there's nothing here. So I think we need to get some thread for these parachutes. And
You had no right to speak to me that way at breakfast.
Didn't I? It's still morning and you're drunk already.
Thanks to you.
Doctor, as you yourself must know, blaming others for one's own faults is a favorite trick of the alcoholic.
You cloak yourself in religion, but you're the most unchristian woman I've ever met.
You're a devil! A devil, do you hear me?
I'm certain everyone can hear you, Doctor. Eavesdropping is impolite, Mr. Narracott. But under the circumstances, I'm glad you overheard.
Right, so we want some slightly thicker thread. No, I do want to go this way. I'll have a look in the
You
woods.
just keep your distance.
I'm not your enemy.
That's as may be, but I'm trusting no one.
Did you discover anything?
Perhaps I did, but I think I'll keep it to myself if you don't mind.
I want to see if in here if there's any thread or anything. There's something there. You're like, yes, it was a ladder that we nicked. Because we're not a pack rat.
The generator seems to be working fine.
But I can't.
The generator seems to be working fine.
It won't let me interact with that. Okay.
Stay back. I'm warning you.
Okay. So we want the yeah, we want slightly thicker thread, don't we? Let's go around. Where even am I? No, that's the way we come around. Yeah, let's set up the tripod and the telescope and see what we can see at the distance on the summit up here.
That cliff is surely the highest point on the island.
That's probably where we're going to try and parachute off, I would assume then. I could try and deal with this goat as well. But
No, you cad!
Her moods are as changeable as the weather.
You keep away from her.
Relax, old boy. For some reason, the lady seems to prefer you. I seem to have underestimated you. I wonder if Owen has too.
we'll talk to her then. You alright?
Are you okay, Vera?
Yes, I'm fine. I just don't know who to trust.
I mean, yeah, you can trust me.
You can trust me.
So you say.
I mean, admittedly, I realise that that's kind of based on... You might not actually believe me. Wait, I can't put this, but I thought I was meant to... Okay.
They don't get along.
Yeah, they do. Alright, that plan hadn't worked. That's annoying. Okay, so I think we're back to just looking for thicker thread. But we'll look for that next time. Thanks for watching, everyone. Thanks for watching.